Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It's now Sunday the 6th of August. I know Sunday's a weird day to be doing the vlog, but there you go. And I have skipped 2 weeks as well. Summer break, let's call it that. So yeah, basically it's been kind of a bit of a hectic July, and I didn't manage to shoehorn the vlog into everything else that was happening. Did go away for one weekend to Blackpool, so that kind of ruled the vlog out then. And then after that, it's just been work flat out, so it's just been quite hard to shoehorn getting things done in. So yeah, finally there with a vlog, a little bit late, but that's how things go. So yeah, so I had a trip to Blackpool, first long journey, 90 miles each way in the Tesla EV. That mostly went okay. Started with 90% to head off there, got there with 51% left, which I don't think is too bad. I mean, obviously there's a 280 mile range, so technically 50% should be 140 miles. But of course, range working out is dependent on many factors. Faster you go, obviously there's a bit of an issue because you get more wind resistance and drag, so it uses more power, therefore the range drops because you're going faster. And it's all motorway from here to Blackpool, so you're trying, depending on weather and general conditions, to do about 70. As it was a horrendous weekend though, pouring with rain. So headlights on and also wipers, everything else going on, that sort of thing. So yeah, that probably chewed up some battery as well as just the motorway speeds. And to be fair, with the wet, it was pretty much impossible to do the actual speed I wanted to do anyway. Because there's so much standing water and spray and everything. It was pretty ropey. So got there 51% left, which, like I say, wasn't too bad, but being parked up over the weekend in public car park, did leave Sentry Mode on for security, which is great. It's good at doing that. The problem is it does eat up battery, because obviously it runs the computer all the time, which is constantly checking all 4 cameras around the car for things moving about. Then it's going to, if it detects them, start recording, flashes the lights to kind of put people off hanging around, and if they still persist, it'll start to play sounds through the speaker system. The external speaker uses to make the noise when you go backwards or slow to warn people that the silent EVs are coming. So with that on over the weekend, I lost 11%, went from 51 to 40, so technically I wouldn't have enough to get back again with that. I could obviously have just like over the weekend taken the car somewhere and plugged it in for a few hours. We went into town or looked round Blackpool or whatever else, but I'd parked quite far away from where we were staying anyway, so it would have been like a trek back and then get the car, then get Rouen, then go and park somewhere where there was very few charge points anyway. So as it was, there was a charge point at a petrol station on the way out that I'd be passing anyway. So I opted for that, but it did end up being like a half an hour sit and wait job while it put 15% more in, which isn't kind of ideal, but like I say, I could have done it other ways if I thought about it. But yeah, it worked, and it's not a huge hardship sitting for 30 minutes to break up your journey a little bit to put a bit more charge in. So on the whole, that all went okay, and then it's just been, yeah, it's been really busy. Obviously summer's been a bit of a damp squid now for the UK. Just had rain constantly. Most of July's been wet and raining, whatever else, but it's still kind of the summer break period, so we've got holidays at work, people off, so we're constantly back and forth covering different roles and just trying to keep up with demands, as you do. So that's been pretty hard work, and yeah, just been super busy as usual. loads going on at the moment, which is just making life that little bit more complicated. So fitting things in like this has been a bit hard. Hive blockchain witness is going well, that's running fine. I think about 44, 43 rank. API nodes chugging away, still having some issues with the Hive mind. I don't know what, it just hates me, I think. So it's not keeping fully synced because it keeps crashing and then I have to restart it, and I can't figure out why. That's what it was doing before. I thought the whole freshen up and update to 1.27.4 would fix that, but it hasn't, so I'm not really sure what's going on. Big news though on Hive Engine, as I've jumped into the top 20, currently rank 18 on Hive Engine, because the expiring votes kicked in, which is basically if someone doesn't vote for a period of time, use their stake to vote, then their votes get basically expired and then they have to re-add them again, go back and re-add people. So evidently some people who had very long-standing votes from people who are not active anymore have dropped places because of that, and that bumped me up basically. So top 20 at the moment. How long it'll last I don't know, because my votes will expire, then I'll have to re-get those back again. So I expect we're going to see over the next few weeks lots of people going up, down, left, right, whatever. So I know Mr. Nillis has got some words for me, so I'm going to get in and do that. Quite a lot of words in fact for once. Mind you, I think he's got like 3 weeks worth and 2 weeks worth. So Mr. Nillis says, my things to talk about in your vlog. My mum and dad's ruby wedding anniversary, as it has been on 16th of July. Well, happy anniversary to them. I've been ill with a tickly cough last week, sorry to hear that. When are you next going to both Turkey and Blackpool? No idea. Mohammed Atik Anwar, as he's getting sick of people apart from me not watching his videos fully. Ah, well, this is the problem, isn't it, with YouTube? People watch a few minutes and then go off and do something else. New Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film. Well, yeah, it is coming out. And in fact, I watched the new Guardians of the Galaxy last night, which is on Disney Plus now. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It's pretty good. I can't decide if it's going to end. They're going to end there on number 3, because that one kind of like introduced the backstory of Rocket the Raccoon, and it kind of makes you wonder how they're going to do everyone else's backstory now, but who knows. Grease the musical coming to the Victoria Theatre from the 20th to 23rd of September. Right, well, that's interesting. When did you last go to Macro and Leeds? Can't actually say I remember. It was a long time ago. We used to go quite regular, but I think you know, the desire to go and buy in bulk just kind of disappeared for us. Been to Cobra Ainley Top on Sunday the 30th of July with my grandma Mars, and as I had lamb there. Yeah, it's pretty good up there. We've been before. BBC Radio losing 1 million listeners apart from I. Also, my mum and dad with no. Ken Bruce says he's doing great hits radio. Okay. What days do you drop off at Harvey's? I go on Saturday and Monday there for lunch there. It just depends when they want stop delivering, to be honest. And they've got delivery entrance at the back, so you're in and out pretty quick, to be honest. So yeah, I think that's probably about me done. Vlog wise, not a lot else really to report for 2 weeks, sadly. Just loads of work. Pretty non-stop at the moment, but we'll see what the next week brings, I suppose. And I don't know, yeah, hoping August is going to be a little less hectic, because July's been a bit crazy, but we'll see how things go one way or the other. So have a good week, because we're at the end of the weekend now. And hopefully I'll shoehorn this in on a Friday and get almost back to normal, but who knows. Okay, see ya.